Good afternoon. Good morning, I should say. Good morning. Good afternoon, America. I'm still down in D.C. this morning. I cannot believe what is happening. That someone is able to get up within basically feet of the White House while the president is sleeping. This was either a dry run for something to come, or there's much more behind this. How in the world does the Secret Service allow someone to get over a fence, the fence of the White House, not know about it, that they can get close enough up with a backpack to the White House itself? For real? For real. With all the technology and every advances we have today, you cannot tell me this is how they protect the President of the United States? For real? Heads need to roll for this, for sure. This is unbelievable. And I'll bet there's much more to this having to do with what's going on here. And this was probably a dry run, or maybe there was others involved. But Donald Trump needs to get, no disrespect, take this the right way. Right now, if I'm President of the United States, I would be at the Secret Service saying, are you guys for real? Are you guys for real? My family lives here, I'm here, and you let somebody get over the fence with a backpack and get up basically right near the White House. And I'm here, and I can tell you right now, there's no difference outside. There's no other precautions. There's nothing going on outside the White House. This is what's going on in this country because it's a coup against this president. You see every branch of government lacking in dealing with this president, from the Secret Service to the NSA to the CIA to the FBI to every branch of government is like whatever with this president. If that was Barack Obama, oh boy. Okay? How do you allow someone to get over the fence of the White House and get onto the grounds with a backpack? Let's see. Where's your cameras? Where's your sensors on the ground? Where's your defenses to stop people from getting into the White House? Great job, Secret Service. Not epic fail. Epic fail. And if it's that fast, let's just say hypothetically, in that backpack was a bomb. Right now, he got that close to the White House, he could have blown up a portion of the White House. Just that fast. So, Trump, my man, you need to clean house here and figure out what's going on, because these people obviously don't give a shit enough, and Secret Service is supposed to do their job, and there's obviously not enough defenses around the White House to protect our president. That is just madness, and I believe it's a dry run, and there may be others involved from what people are saying down here, and I'm not going off the news media. This is like inside. There may be others involved in this, and that this was a possible dry run. Dry run? I keep saying, I'm going to say this again this morning. If the man got over the fence with the backpack and that close to where he could get and he was on the resident side of the White House, okay? If that backpack had explosives in it and or a bomb, we would no longer have a president and or a White House. Really that simple, depending upon what kind of bomb was in the backpack. If there was a bomb there, I'm using this. So this is not like an oops. This is not like I'm sorry. This is something that should never be able to happen, that you could get that close to the White House, meaning and the president and its staff and the first family and anything that lives there. For real, anybody who lives there. This is just like. And people need to be outraged about this. And if I was Donald Trump should be outraged. And there's not even any heightened security down here. I'm down here. I'm telling you now. There's no even heightened security around the White House. Nothing. After this took place. And it doesn't matter if the guy allegedly was a nut or this or that. That's not the point here. The point here is that someone was able, let's get this real here. Someone was able to go in the middle of the night, scale the fence of the White House, breach its wall, breach its penetration, get on the grounds, and get up extremely close to the president's private residence on that side of the White House with a backpack. So let's rerun this. If that backpack had explosives in it, okay, before the Secret Service would be able to get to them, they could have blown up the White House that fast, or a portion thereof. So let's make this clear. This isn't like, oh, oops, I'm sorry. This is, oops, I didn't screw up. This is real shit here. And we already know, I already know for a fact, I keep trying to tell you all, this man's head, they want this man's head on a platter. So now you have someone who breached the perimeter security of the White House to get to the president before he even got noticed and caught up close to the residence of the White House on the personal side. This is very serious. And if on top of that, let's think about the defenses that they have currently for the White House for the president. If you do not have in 2017 high-tech sensors to know when someone breaches the fence of the White House, we have a very big problem, America. A very big problem in 2017. Or if we do have those defenses and someone did not and allowed this man, this is what you have to think about this. If they come back and say, okay, by the way, the White House has sensors, which I believe they do, and all these cameras and everything else, how did somebody allow, here's the key, how did somebody allow in the Secret Service for a man to get over the fence, just come across the grounds and get up close to the residence side of the White House and go unnoticed? That's a very serious question that American people should be asking on both sides of the thing here, because we'll just say if that was Barack Obama, whoever it is, doesn't matter, okay? But this is President Trump in there, and it's like, okay, no big deal. Ooh, wow, okay. No, this is serious. And people should be outraged. People should be outraged about it. I just wanted to put in my thing. I'm getting ready to leave to get out of D.C. I have a meeting, and then I'm getting ready to go home. But this is madness. Complete madness. This is beyond dogs. This is 2017, okay? Our technology today, your house has better. I have a house, one of the houses that on Long Island has better safety and security than that. You're not going to get through from driveway sensors to fence sensors to cameras on the outside. On the average, someone's home has more sensors than this. You wouldn't even get over my fence in New York without people being noticed, let alone the White House. So people need to pay attention to what's going on here. This isn't a joke. It has to be that someone allowed this to happen, because it's impossible. You can't, and the Secret Service can't say oops. How many oops are you going to say? You know, it's just like JFK in the parade, you know what I mean, when he's driving down in Dallas. The Secret Service just happened to walk away from the car at the time that, the couple of agents that were involved. Right? Yeah, okay, good. When you have breaches and penetration into as deep as the Secret Service and as close as to our president there is, it's time to clean house all the way around. And Trump, you need to figure this out fast, my man. As Sean Hannity and everybody's telling you, I'm telling you right now, you need to clean your shit out, get rid of the freaking assholes around you, and get some true people with you. Or your family and yourself are going to suffer from this. Don't become a politician. Go clean house all over the place. And that includes the Secret Service. I'm out. Have a great day. God bless. I'll be on later. Dogs or no dogs on the ground. Today's technology. And welcome to D.C. Here's the sounds of sirens. This proves what I'm trying to tell you. No one should be allowed to get even. I've been there. I'm 2 blocks away. Excuse me. Okay? I'm telling you right now. The streets are even blocked up, normally blocked off. Barriers are there. Everything. In today's world, with our terrorists, how the terror system is so bad, and the cells in the United States, you're telling me a man with a backpack can get over the fence to go to the White House and get on the White House grounds? Not epic fail. And that's not an oops. You cannot say, Secret Service cannot say, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't get to see him. No, it would have been too late if in that backpack there was a bomb. And believe me, a bomb that small made the right way could implode the entire White House. Just saying. Okay? Just saying. People need to be outraged about this. And if you voted for Donald Trump, you better be outraged about this, because our president would not be here this morning if there was explosives in that backpack. I'm just telling you. That's how close this man came inside the fence, inside the perimeter, and that close to the resident side of the White House. Okay? This is beyond anything. This is serious. So if it's that easy to get to our president, Donald Trump's in trouble. That's all I'm saying. Have a good day. What is this? Won't find anything? Yes, I believe it was a dry run, as I said. And no, they have not identified him yet. It was a test to see the perimeter. Well, guess what? Test or no test? Dumb. Dumb, very bad, very poorly done, meaning the Secret Service, epic fail. Epic fail.